Two, one.
Welcome to Monday Night Live here at the Mountaineer Cafe for the Mountaineers podcast. I'm Larry Helmet. Hey Larry, how are you doing this week?
Good, how are you?
Doing good. So let's talk about this past week when Spotswood came to Madison.
Yeah, we had another tough game. Played 3 tough quarters. We're still trying to put together a full game. We saw some positives, some things we need to work on. Overall, I think we need to get in the rhythm and get after it, and we'll be okay.
Yes. So, do you have any standouts in the game that were a good job this week? Players?
Aaron Fincham, he rushed for over 100 yards, threw for over 250, had 2 touchdowns. Jude Winham, Liam Frazier have been playing great on defense. Avery Mitchell had a really good game. I thought defense played well up until late in the third. But we need to put together 4 quarters to see what we can do.
So what do you think of some areas you need to improve on?
We've put a focus the last 2 weeks on tackling, making sure we're racking up and going to the ground. And we put emphasis on little things like blocking and making sure we're staying on our block till the whistle and just getting after it. I think one of the biggest things we've noticed as a coaching staff is our energy and excitement seems to be down for some reason, so we're trying to figure out how to get the kids animated and ready to go.
Yeah, it's always, I'm sure it's always a struggle to keep kids, teenagers these days, and motivated to play.
Yeah, last few years I don't think we've had a problem at all. They loved game days and everything was exciting, and we're trying to get back there. We had a really good practice today. One of the best, probably the best practice we've had in 3 weeks. But we usually have a pretty good week of practice when we play Monroe.
Yeah. So let's talk a little about Monroe. So everybody knows the history of Madison, William Monroe.
Yeah.
All the records can be thrown at the one. Doesn't matter whose record is what. It's a rivalry game. You just never know.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest rivalries in the state of Virginia. It's whenever one of us comes to the other town where we're ready to go, and the crowd's electric, the fans are electric. It's an awesome game on Friday night.
Yeah, it is. It's a long history between Monroe and Madison. I'm sure tonight, Friday night's game will be another barn burn like it has in the past few years. What do you want to talk about this week about Monroe?
Mitch is doing a good job there. We're good friends, and the last few years we've done a lot together over the summer, 7-on-7, and just collaborating. And I think his kids are really starting to come around. He's had this young group for a couple of years now, and they're mostly juniors, so I think they're going to be ready to play and ready to go. They got a lot of speed. They're not the biggest football team, but they get after it. They're gritty.
Yeah. So how long has he been here?
I think you started the same year I did, or maybe the year after, so about the same time.
Well, I was excited for Monroe. Hope everybody can come out and support the Mountaineers Friday night. Travel up to Green County. There's been some barn burner games there over the years I've been to. It was pretty intense.
Yeah, well, it gets intense. My first win over them, it was they were really good that year. They had wide receiver go to playing at JMU, and they had a really good team. And we fought hard, and Wade Fox had a good game, and we got after them and played pretty good football. Ended up blocking a field goal and returning it for a touchdown, and that kind of sealed our fate. We ran it out after that.
I'm sure that's a memory that will last forever. This week, let's talk about our college games this week. Some big games up this week. Let's do some picks. Let's Michigan and Nebraska.
Michigan, they're playing some good football right now.
It should be a good big game there. It's at Nebraska, but I'll go with Michigan as well. UCI.
I don't know much about them. I know UNC and Belichick lost their first or second game of the season, but I'd say historically, probably UNC over UCF.
Yeah, UCF has a pretty decent program too, but UNC, I don't know, they look, one last week they looked kind of shaky, but I think I'm going to UCF. I'm never going to pick the Tar Heels. Illinois is at Indiana.
Indiana, I think, he's done a good job up there ever since he left JMU. Yeah.
He did a really good job, but I'll tell you what, Illinois is really good this year. That's probably the best team they've had this year in a long, long time, so I think I'm picking Illinois. Auburn and Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, I'd say Oklahoma's playing really well this year, and they got the home field advantage. Florida at Miami.
I'm gonna go with the U.
Yeah. Florida looks
I
bad.
think DJ led away for 5 interceptions Saturday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Miami looks pretty tough. Stanford at UVA.
UVA's been playing good football, but I think Stanford, he gets it done.
I'll tell you what, I know UVA played a weak opponent in William Mary this past week, but this year their offense, I believe, is legit. Quarterback looks good, he's got a lot of weapons to throw to. I guess all the NIL money they spent is coming in for.
Yeah, coming in handy, right?
Yeah.
That running back I got is really good.
Yeah, they've
Was
got
it Taylor?
Taylor. He's from North Carolina Central. He's pretty good, and they have the kid from Wyoming that ran a 97-yard touchdown.
Yeah.
Whaley, I think his name is. He's really good too. The big game, Wofford and Virginia Tech.
You know, with everything that Virginia Tech's going through right now, I'll pick Wofford. I mean, Brent Pry was fired yesterday. They were hammered by ODU, so
Yeah,
their morale is probably pretty shot at the moment.
a lot of people don't realize when a coach leaves in mid-season, if they haven't played 4 games, those kids can start transferring.
Yeah, and they're still eligible.
That's exactly right. They'll lose their eligibility. So they better be careful because it will almost start losing some players as well.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so let's go back to NFL, Cincinnati and Minnesota. Joe Burrow's out for a while. That's big trouble for them. But and also, J.J. McCarthy's out 3 to 4 weeks with a high ankle sprain.
I'm gonna go with Cincinnati. I just think I watched both games yesterday. I think Cincinnati looked a little better than Minnesota right now.
Cincinnati's playing pretty good. Yeah. Pittsburgh and New England.
I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh. They spend all that money on their defense. They gotta start shutting down some offense sooner or later, right?
Yeah, I think Pittsburgh is going to win that game as well. Las Vegas at Washington.
Commanders, they gotta bounce back.
Well, there's also a report came out today, Jaden Daniels may not play this week. It's if he has a knee problem, so you have a great Marcus Mariota to take his place if Jaden Daniels goes down. So I guess I want to pick. I'll pick the Commanders too. Dallas at Chicago.
Dallas, they squeaked one out yesterday versus the Giants. Chicago really hasn't been playing their best football. I mean, the Lions handled them yesterday.
Yeah, Bears defense looks really bad. Dallas's offense looks really good. Their kicker is maybe one of the best kickers of all time.
Yeah.
He's really good. Auburn's is really good. Kansas City at the New York Giants.
Kansas City, not even close.
Yeah, I say Kansas City too, but I tell you what, New York has really improved over the years. They've got a lot of good. They've got a young defense, a lot of good edge rushers, but they'll make it interesting. I believe I'll pick Kansas City too. And the big game this week is Detroit at Baltimore.
Detroit, I'm a Lions fan.
I know.
Dan Campbell, and been rooting for the Lions my whole life. So.
Yeah, that's a Monday night game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick the Raiders on that.
It's at Baltimore?
It's at Baltimore, Monday night. Yeah.
Next week's my bye week. Anybody want to go? Get some tickets.
John's bye week is next week.
Yeah.
So who we have after that?
So we go into our bye and then we go to Harrisonburg the week after that, and then we go to Luray, I believe.
Okay. Harrisonburg. We've played them before. It's been a long time since I've played Harrisonburg.
Yeah. We've got a lot of new schools this year. And, it's No, nobody ever wants to go 0-3, but we've had some really good games. We've played some really good football for 3 quarters. We just got to put it all together and play forward and see what happens.
So, I was looking for do some stuff this week a little different. Wanted to go and visit on the history of Madison County coaching leading up to Indeed. So Madison their program started in 1946, and the first coach was Pop Price, 6-0, and he coached from 46 to 47, and 2 years they played at White Oak Stadium. Somebody out there knows what White Oak Stadium is. You need to know where that's at. So they played there, and then, believe it or not, in 1948 they played at Wavy Owl. So if anybody's familiar with the Wavy Owl, they played there for quite a few years.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe. I know we played Little League football there back in the day, but it's hard to believe they had high school games at one time. And Billy McCann was a coach from 48 to 49, 4-4 and 8-2. Then in 1950 with Chuck Noe. Now Chuck Noe's got a long history. After he coached Madison, in 1 year went 10-0. He went on to coach at UVA, VMI. He was seven seasons at Virginia Tech as head coach. 2 seasons he coached at South Carolina as head coach. Then he coached at basketball at VCU for 6 years, and he went on to it was a Chuck Noe show on WRVA in Richmond. It took over 20 years.
That's crazy. That's
Pretty
that's pretty impressive.
He was definitely a character. I listened to his show many times. And then Jim Moeller coached for 4 years, with his best season being 1953 or 8-1. Jim was a Blue Jays manager, Madison Blue Jays. Everybody knows that, the semi-pro team used to play here during the summertime. And he went on to be in the Valley Baseball Hall of Fame several years back. 1953 is the first year that Madison was known as the Mountaineers. Before that, I believe they were the Rockets. So aren't you glad you're the Mountaineers? You're white than the Madison Rockets. Anyway, then Thomas Glasscock was there from 1955, and Carroll Reed went from 57 to 59, with his best season being in 1958. Phil Coppage coached here 1 year in 1960, went 63. Then the great Billy Mitchell coached here from 61, 62, 63, 64, with his best year being 62 with 5-3. And I believe I don't know this George Lupe. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce that. He coached from 65 to 66, went 64 and 66. Then Mr. Dean came on in 1967. Hopefully a later broadcast of one of our shows we'll have we'll talk a little bit about Mr. Dean. Just got inducted to the Hall of Fame. So that's about all I got for this week. Any message you want to send to the fans?
I appreciate all the support we've had the last few weeks. We've had some really good crowds. Looking forward to this Friday in the same atmosphere over in Standardsville at William Monroe. So come on out, show your support.
Yeah, people may not know this, believe it, but the kids really do feed off the crowd.
Oh yeah, the energy.
The energy they have, it's really important.
It's really important to have a good announcer.
Yeah.
And
And show up.
Yeah, sometimes you don't have that, and it's a little different vibe.
No comment. But you'll be there the rest of the year. So anyway, all right. Well, thank you all for tuning in. This is a little short one this week, but come on out and thank the Mountaineer Cafe for hosting us out here tonight. And I really encourage people to come out. We'll be here next Monday, I believe, at 6:45. Come on out and support Mountaineer Cafe and show your support for Madison County football. Until then, we'll see you next time.